Welcome to Real Estate Black Book, the Seller Edition. I'm Tyler Harmon. Today we're going to be talking about negotiating offers, specifically single offers that come in. Yes, this is Los Angeles, the land of multiple offers right now, but it's not always the case. Either way, it's good to note the difference of how you handle these things when they come in. What happens when you get just one offer? What happens when you get multiple offers? Do you negotiate differently? Yes, you do. So it's good to know the difference. First, let's start off with a single offer and say we get a low ball offer. I don't even know why they call them low offers, low ball offers. Let's call them low. Anyways, when you get these, don't be offended. People watch way too much TV and they start saying things like, oh, I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. You end up shooting yourself in the foot when that kind of thing happens. If they write an offer, respond to it. Almost everybody deserves a response. Almost everybody. Some people just don't understand how this works. Some people just, they just write offers like, oh, if it's 1.5 million, I write it for $1 million. And some people, it's a cultural difference. Some people in different countries, they always start low and then they get into this big screaming match because that's part of it. Also, what is a low offer? If you got $1 million home, someone writing 500,000, that's a low offer. But if they come in at 950, that's not low. I've heard people call that a low ball offer and it's really not. So respond to them. Also, just keep in mind, low offers can come up. I write, as a buyer's agent, I write low offers because you never know what the seller's going to accept. It's good to bat this thing back and forth a little bit because as a seller, you never know what the buyer's going to come up to. It's all about posturing, how you respond to these things. There's a lot of strategy and leading that comes into this. It's about setting up anchor points, about where you start, where they come in at, and all these things. You're kind of putting out these little cones for the buyer to get them in the lane you want them in. Don't be off-putting either. Be gentle. Ease them in there. It's like you see these cones, and it's like the lane just stops without easing you over. It's terrible. No one wants to work that way. You're supposed to be a pro, some of these backseat drivers, but you're sitting all the way in the back of the bus trying to get this buyer to write the offer you want them to. When you think about it this way, it does work. But what if you get a decent offer or you get a high offer? First thing I'll tell you, be cool. One of the main reasons why these homes fall out of escrow, one is inspections, but two is because of the buyers don't see the value anymore. If you jump to it and they go, yes, we'll accept it, they go, oh no, we overpaid for the house. You don't want that. This is all about the buyer's perception. They need to know that they got the deal of the century. If they find out that they overpaid, even by a penny, it's going to be impossible to keep them in there where it is with the status quo. They're going to find some way to get their money back, if it's through, renegotiations or whatever else. So as a seller, you have to put on a performance. Struggle to accept this thing. Oh, yeah, I'm giving the house away at this price. And when you do this performance, keep reminding them of this throughout the whole thing because they're doing inspections, they're doing appraisals and all this thing. You have to keep them in the belief that they got the best deal there. Whether they had a high offer or a low offer, it's kind of like dating. Don't call after 3 days once you get someone's phone number. You have to play it cool, you have to play it aloof. Almost like this isn't your house. Because if you get way too emotional in this thing, it's gonna be really challenging. The big thing is you're setting yourself up for success. When you accept an offer, even if you're happy to accept it, we need a little bit of leverage going into escrow. Because before escrow, they need us more than we need them, at least it appears that way. But once we go in there, now they're our buyers. We need them more than they need us. So we need to hold this leverage. And what that means is price is just the first hurdle. Once we accept the price, they go in and they do their inspections and then they renegotiate for repairs or credits or whatever it is. There's two more that we have to go through. And then we also have to get this thing closing, so it takes fancy footwork. So the more we can put out this performance and extend that as long as possible, the easier it's gonna be in escrow. That's it for today. Next week, we're gonna talk about the multiple offers and how that comes together. So you definitely don't wanna miss that one. I'll talk to you soon.